Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities, and identities. Welcome back to another Doctor Who review. And today's review is The Planet of Evil. So, without further ado, and without do's or don'ts, and without further exaggeration, let's jump straight into the review. So, the Doctor and Sarah land on a mysterious planet, and as they discover, the planet seems to be haunted by an uneasing presence. The Doctor doesn't quite sense it at first, but keeps his wits about him, whereas Sarah immediately begins to feel uneasy, like something's watching her. The planet, the creatures, or maybe just the forest that they're wandering through. And soon they learn that on the planet lies some crystals, and these crystals are formed of antimatter, and that they must never leave the planet. But as the story progresses, we soon learn that a greedy scientist from an exploration dig decides that he wants to take the crystals for himself, and he wants to become a savior amongst mankind as he brings back the crystals because they hold very powerful energy within them. Yet he doesn't realize the consequences of his actions, and thus the Doctor warns him of the effects of him removing the crystals from the planet and from the life that it brings. Once on the ship, a number of power-outs start to begin, as the crystals begin to shake, and the antimatter starts biting away at the matter that the ship is made up of. Along the way, the Doctor and Sarah find themselves running up and down corridors, and away from guards, and out of cells, and even at one point, the Doctor absolutely lobs the captain of the ship on his arrogance to not return to the planet and restore the crystals. He soon proves to the captain that this problem won't go away unless they deal with the antimatter. And so, the group find themselves up against a race against time. The being that is created from these crystals is on the hunt, and soon out to destroy them and make sure that they never leave the planet at all. Many guards are lost and members of staff are lost as they try and reverse the effects of the crystals. The Doctor eventually realizes that the only way to restore things is to travel back to the planet and leave the crystals where they are, so that the being by the pit can stay below. So, now to the ending point of this video. What did I think of Planet of Evil? Well, Planet of Evil is an interesting story, to say the least. I love the effect that you're afraid of something that you can't see, and that the thing that you do eventually see even intrigues you even more because you're not fully seeing it for what it is. So for a horror and dramatic aspect, it's brilliant. It really grips you. But sadly, I'm gonna have to score this a 5 out of 10 for just I wanted a little bit more because halfway through the story, yeah, it takes a bit of a while to adapt to. Still a great story nonetheless, but for that reason, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next Doctor Who review. Stay beautiful.